Why is the thought of dying on other planets so strangely thrilling? Imagine stepping into the deep abyss of Jupiter. You'd be instantly ripped to shreds by its violent storms. On Venus, you'd be incinerated into ash in mere seconds. On the cold, desolate plains of Mars, you'd suffocate from the lack of oxygen as you slowly lose consciousness. And on Neptune, storms so cold they defy imagination would turn you into an ice crystal in moments. Join me on a death tour of the 8 planets in our solar system to experience the most extreme ends you could ever imagine. Oh, and by the way, I'm sitting here in London, and it's 3 a.m. The city is quiet for once. I wonder how many of you are listening to this story along with me. Go ahead and share your city and local time. Let's see how far our community spreads. First stop, Mercury. Here, you would be scorched the instant you arrived. Standing on Mercury's dayside, you'd be immediately burned by temperatures reaching 427 degrees Celsius, 800 degrees Fahrenheit. With no atmosphere to shield you, solar radiation slams down onto the surface without mercy. With no air, heat doesn't spread like it does on Earth. UV rays would sear your skin in a flash. Your skin would blister, and the moisture in your eyes, tongue, and every part of your body would begin to boil away as if you were in a vacuum. Above you, everything would be pitch black with no blue sky because there's no air to scatter the light. In just a few seconds, your body would shut down from the lack of oxygen and extreme heat. If you happened to land on Mercury's dark side, the temperature would instantly plummet to minus 170 degrees Celsius, minus 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Scorched on one side, flash frozen on the other. Death comes from 2 extremes. Next, Venus, a literal hell. The atmospheric pressure is 92 times that of Earth, equivalent to being crushed nearly a mile under the sea. The air is a toxic cocktail of CO2 and sulfuric acid. Even though it's farther from the sun than Mercury, Venus is hotter, a searing 467 degrees Celsius, 872 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. You would be crushed in seconds. Your lungs, sinuses, and any air-filled cavity in your body would implode under the pressure. Your skin would be scorched, the water in your body would vaporize, and your nervous system would collapse. You wouldn't even get wet from the acid rain, as the acid evaporates before it can touch the ground. Regardless, nothing could save you. Death would come quickly and silently with no chance to even scream. In an instant, your body could melt and dissolve completely, consumed by the heat and toxic gases.
Now for Mars. A quieter but lonely death. The atmosphere is over 100 times thinner than Earth's, mostly CO2, making it a near vacuum. Daytime temperatures can reach a pleasant 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but at night they drop to negative 73 degrees Celsius, negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. When you try to breathe, there's nothing there. The fluids on your tongue and in your lungs would begin to boil due to the low pressure. Your skin wouldn't explode, but the gases in your blood would start forming bubbles, a condition known as ebullition, or literally boiling blood. Severe oxygen deprivation would hit in about 10 seconds. Your vision would fade and your body would go cold. Everything would become eerily quiet as you die of asphyxiation and ebullition. Your body perfectly preserved like a mummy in the frozen Martian desert. Let's fall into Jupiter, a bottomless vortex. Jupiter has no solid surface, just a dense, swirling atmosphere of gas and superstorms. As you fall into its atmosphere, you'd be pulled down by gravity 2.5 times stronger than Earth's. Winds gusting at 644 kilometers per hour, 400 miles per hour, would toss you around like a leaf. You might get sucked into the Great Red Spot, a storm that has raged for centuries and is 2 to 3 times the size of Earth. Lightning 3 times more powerful than on Earth flashes through the dark clouds. The pressure and temperature would increase horrifically from negative 101 degrees Celsius, negative 150 degrees Fahrenheit, to hundreds of degrees. The atmosphere would become as thick as a liquid, crushing you like a soda can in the deep ocean. There is no light, no way out. You would simply dissolve into Jupiter's atmosphere without ever touching the ground. Behold Saturn and its deadly beauty. Its glorious rings are filled with ice and rock, flying at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. As you descend, particles ranging from the size of sand grains to the size of cars would shred your body as if you were hit by artillery shells. Even if you managed to dodge the debris, the negative 178 degrees Celsius, negative 288 degrees Fahrenheit atmosphere and deepening pressure would crush you. You would be frozen, shattered, and then absorbed into the icy rings forever, where no one would ever find you. Welcome to Uranus, where you'll be frozen solid and poisoned by the wind. It's the coldest planet in the solar system, with temperatures dropping to negative 224 degrees Celsius, negative 371 degrees Fahrenheit, just shy of absolute zero. Toxic winds at 900 kilometers per hour, 560 miles per hour, carry methane, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide. The pale blue sky looks dreamy, but the atmosphere is lethal. Just one breath would send you into convulsions from gas poisoning. Your face would freeze, your body would become paralyzed, and within seconds you'd lose consciousness and fall deeper, where the pressure would finally crush you. Our last stop is Neptune, the world of superstorms and supersonic winds. As beautiful as a sapphire, Neptune is home to the fastest winds in the solar system, exceeding 2,100 kilometers per hour, 1,300 miles per hour. You'd be swept into a negative 220 degrees Celsius, negative 364 degrees Fahrenheit vortex, where the supersonic wind would act like sandpaper, scouring your body. Diamond-hard ice and methane crystals would slice into you like razors. Your body would be torn apart by the wind. There is no light, no salvation. You would simply vanish as if you never existed, becoming part of an eternal storm in the darkness. And finally, we come home, to Earth, the only haven for life. After experiencing all those deadly planets, you return to the only place where life can exist. Earth has air, water, the right pressure, a protective atmosphere, and a comfortable temperature. Every breath on Earth is a privilege. We often don't realize it until we imagine a world with no oxygen or a place where the heat can destroy everything. This is your home, and nothing else in the solar system can ever replace it. Don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future stories.